Hope all you swabbies are still awake. Late Night Mega here, and we're back with 72nd place by Quinton. It's Fortified Base. 3 judges had a score of 55 on this. Alright, that's interesting. I don't know if I've ever seen 3 judges give the exact same score. Right now the base is fortified with trees. Nice intro to that gimmick. Trees and pickaxe, guys. Oh, we have the giant. We're doing the giant again. There's the electric beam. Alright, let's mix it up a bit. Kind of a annoyingly placed enemy. So is all that down there. I mistimed that. These things aren't the easiest to time. These feel like they're going down slower than they should be. Okay, well, there's soft lock potential if you ever use all of your rush coil by this point, which is not really the most, you know, practically happening thing. I don't think I need that. Yeah, that's not going to stop me. Oh, I want that. Beat, help me out. Fetch. Thank you. Whoa. I don't want that nearly as much. Don't stand on that too long. Don't want to go through the floor. Oh, I thought that was going to go on the left side. Okay, we're good. And we reached a checkpoint. Secret health restore. Ah, get me out of here. Okay, I want that. Beat, go fetch. No, fetch the thing. No. Bad bird. These platforms are being used okay. Nothing spectacular. Oh, really? I couldn't make that jump? Alright. Well, we're back here now. I don't know if I got that or not. I think this was kind of meant to be your way of dealing with that. Alright, got there. Alright, there's only one way that could go. Do I care about this thing? Not really. Well, I didn't care about it from that particular angle. I do appreciate the combination of gimmicks, but it feels like we're doing a lot of the... I'm glad I just hit a checkpoint. A lot of the same sort of stuff over and over again. Like, okay, we've had these mines floating in the air, we've had these, we've combined these with these enemies already. Just kind of treating those things as time bombs. Ow. A jump, Mega Man! I do like this music choice. It's interesting enough. I also like the purple background. The purple sky background. This is just interesting. Oh, there we go. Get out there. It helps when we jump. And we get a restore before we find this guy again. What were you weak against? Wasn't it Spark Shock? Yes, it was. Oh, hi. I don't like your earthquake things. And you're dead. Cool. That wasn't that long of a stage. You do things that are technically right in this level, but the final result is lacking. You introduce all the gimmicks and enemies at a nice pace and give a general introduction to the level. It has a reasonable difficulty curve and good checkpoints. And the use of the enlarged Mars bombs is pretty smart. So what's the problem then? I really am not a fan of the individual challenges presented. The long horizontal sections get very instant death heavy very fast. Due to the nature of the enemies and their placement, they are usually in awkward places that make them really difficult to avoid or kill without taking a shot that frequently kills you. Just a question for you. Like, I didn't experience that at all. A lot of their placements, like, you can deal with if you are decently competent. Anyways, this level just too quickly becomes unforgiving and annoying. The checkpoints prevent it from being a hellish experience, but the level is still frustrating in too many spots. It took 6 minutes. No, it's not. You technically showed knowledge of level design concepts, but this one just isn't very fun. You know, I've kind of said this or hinted at this before, but I get the feeling that sometimes maybe it's just these particular judges are just not the best Mega Man players. So this is a level. Not bad by any means, just sort of there. All the challenges just sort of mesh together into a pile of same-ish. Yeah, that was the complaint I had. Let me stress again, they weren't bad, but they never went anywhere in terms of ramping up the challenge. You know what this level reminds me of? Korn. You know, the band Korn, because even though I acknowledge that Korn exists in a musical genre that's deeply nonsensical, where the songs are interchangeable slabs of adrenaline that require relatively little skill to produce, I still kind of like them. Why are you even saying any of that? Just... This is why you're fired. Well, one of the reasons. You see, this stage exists in a genre of level design even more wretched than nu metal, namely the ever-popular 5 million tiny platforms over a bottomless pit level. This level makes no logical sense, really. You spend about half of it hopping on landmines that are randomly floating in midair. Yeah, that was odd. But those sections are actually kind of fun. Also fun, and far better designed, are the Cossack platforms, which are used in concert with your enemies to make some fun challenges. Yeah, agreed. Often, levels of this sort end up feeling kind of samey due to a dearth of enemy challenges beyond, whoa, mid-jump projectiles. These Cossack platform sections more than make up for that. The only bad thing about them is the screen where they're introduced, where you can accidentally get stuck in a pit with no way to reset the platforms that drag you out. This is only a minor flaw though. You also have Rush Coil, which no competent Mega Man player used up the entire Rush Coil before that point. Although it is worth pointing out, but I don't think it's worth deducting too much points from for a player. You have to be trying to get yourself stuck to miss them. The rest of this level takes this need to reset into account. Levels like this generally struggle to get high marks for me, in part because I think they're really flat from the design perspective. It's tough to look at a sea of 1x1 platforms over Boundless Pit and think inspired level design. But this level has just enough tricks to rise above the gimmick platform over the pit quagmire. If only you could rise over the essay of text for... like, look at all this text. Half of it probably didn't need to exist. Alright, Fortified Base by Freems. Okay, that sure was a level. It's hard to think of a lot to say good or bad about it. After the first few screens, it really did begin to just feel like the same challenges again and again and again. They didn't really get any harder from where they started. Really ugly, stretched out and floating landmines over pits with Cossack platforms and nearly the same setup with the enemies every time. While it's not a bad setup, I could say it really felt like the same one over and over again. And unfortunately, that's all they're kind of... yeah, those were kind of my disputes about it. Alright, oh, the owl thing is back. Oh, Galaxy Teleporters are back. I wonder if this stage is going to use Galaxy Teleporters as well as the last stage that used them did, with the 3 different distinct colors doing different things. We'll have to find that out next time. So for now, I'll take my leave.